so I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. So I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. So I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. So I let them hang. When I pull this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. No but in you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
Damn. Damn, they throwing out all the Hail Marys, ain't they? So for those of you who don't know, there's been an argument and a battle whether the 14th Amendment makes Trump ineligible to run for president in 2024. Now, the argument is he incited an quote-unquote insurrection or incited violence on January 6th. Check this out from ABC News. That disqualification argument boils down to Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, which says that a public official is not eligible to assume public office if they engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or had given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof, unless they are granted amnesty by 2/3 vote in Congress. Boy, you gotta love this two-tier justice system. So let me get this straight. You want to make Trump ineligible based on the 14th Amendment, citing that he incited an insurrection on January 6th. Based on what facts and evidence? Because last I checked, the second impeachment was based on January 6th in the quote-unquote insurrection. And if I'm not mistaken, he was acquitted on all charges. So what evidence do you have? With your bogus January 6th committee? Last I checked with that, the minute Trump had subpoena power, they torched all of their quote-unquote evidence and records. Oh, you're going to rely on all of the bombshell witnesses, though. So where were those bombshell witnesses during the impeachment trial? Did they not show up because they were afraid they were going to perjure themselves under oath? Oh, but Cannon, they were under oath during the January 6th hearings. It was bogus. It was bullshit. They knew that that committee wasn't going to hold them to their word, but I digress. Like I said, guys, a man that has the hearts and minds of the people is a dangerous man. And right now, Donald J. Trump got the uniparty, the powers that be, they, them, the collective, shaking in their boots to the point where they got to pull a rabbit out the hat just to keep him from running for office. I guarantee if today Donald Trump said, I'm not running for president, all of this shit go away. So you got people like Jamie Raskin trying to find loopholes to keep Donald Trump out of the race. Not only out of the race, but from winning. Because who do the Democrats have that could stand toe-to-toe with Donnie T? JFK Jr.? They don't want to claim him. Hell, they denied him Secret Service detail. See, the powers that be, they scared, and they'll do anything it takes to keep Donald Trump from running for office. I wouldn't be surprised if we go into another lockdown soon, just so they can mail out them penny savers. I'm going to end with this. Donald Trump is a dangerous man to the establishment, and they can't let him assume office in 2024. And they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm going to say this. Donnie T, if you ever hear this, tuck your chain and guard your grill. They're coming for you. Cannon Hotep. I'll holler at you.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. Man, oh man, oh man. We got some crazy ass weather going on right now, guys. Oh my gosh. Somebody done turned on that weather machine. Bro. So let me get this right. We had some wildfires in Maui, right? They still dealing with the devastation behind that. You got the wildfires in Canada, they still dealing with the devastation behind that. You had the wildfires in Oregon. You had Hurricane Hillary last week in California with an earthquake. Okay? Now you got Hurricane Idalia. First off, who named these earthquakes? Who names these earthquakes? Hurricane Idalia? That's like somebody's great grandmother that cook a hell of a fucking pot roast. On Idalia, boy, you gotta go get some of them greens from On Idalia. You ain't got On Idalia mac and cheese recipe? Boy, On Idalia make a good rice pudding. Like, that's what that sound like, right? Am I right about? Jeez Louise, man. Oh man, who we got in the building today? Let's see who we got. We got my man Emmanuel Presley in the building. What's going on? We got Hotep Oz in the building. Tyler Durden's a stupid name. What's the deal? Protocol, my man Pro. I saw you had spaces going on, yo, but I was making that video y'all just watched in the beginning. I hope it went well, man. I hope it went well. We got Strawberry Fields in the building. Salute. Montoya as always. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hotep Alchemist in the building. What's the deal? Who else we got in here? Who we got on Rumble? Hey, Rumble, sound off. We got 16 watching over on Rumble right now. We got 10 over on YouTube. A Rumble will pick up, whenever Rumble decides to put out my goddamn on notification. I don't know what's going on with Rumble. Rumble been slacking on they pimping, bruh. I don't know what they've been up to. Oh, no, there you go. This one out. So, more people. There we go. We got 20 people in. They're starting to come in here. Come on, man. Yo always come for me. Come on, y'all. Come on. I saw what you said, too. You said, I'm what? Here you go. Can he defend Trump like he got shares in Trump wine? God damn it, I'll take a few shares. Shit, if Trump wine make a comeback. Anyway. But like I was saying, guys, we got some crazy weather, man, and it's too much for it to be a coincidence. Full Koofy on tight. I'm going Koofy on tight tonight, guys. I'm going Koofy on tight. Let me get my sounds right. Gosh dang it. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming up. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Every little bit help, guys. The internet, that costs. Doing this every time, this costs me. You know what I mean? I'm every little bit goes back to the channel. So if you want to do Cash App, $ Cannon Hotep, you want to do a Rumble rant, a super chat, you want to join the A1 Army over on Rumble, hit that subscribe button just below the chat, or over on YouTube, hit that join button. Every little bit helps, guys. For $1 a day, you can feed a small little Cannon Hotep like me. Anyway, before we keep it going, check it out. She's coming together, guys. She's coming together. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. So, got me a 3x magnifier. 3x magnifier. I found this little gem on Amazon, right? And I got it I got it for my 556 up there, and I was like, let's just see how it works. It was like a little $80 magnifier, and I ran that thing through the gamut, boy. You don't understand. Drops, all that shit. It's from Leapers or UTG. And that thing still held zero. It still held even with the glass. I mag dump after mag dump, and that magnifier glass never wavered, man. So I bought another one. Instead of buying a $500 EOTech or Hollow Sun magnifier, I just got this one. This one works fine. Also, I'm running with the Hollow Sun 403B Shake Awake. So as soon as I pick this joint up, it's ready for action. I ain't got to hit no buttons to turn it on. It's co-witness. I got to take it to the range just to make sure I did it right. But it's co-witness, 300 blackout, guys. It's my 300 blackout. She is coming together. I can't wait for the Supreme Court or the Fifth Circuit Court or whoever it is to jump on the ATF ass so we can get these pistol braces back on, because she just looked naked. She looked naked without a pistol brace, man. Like I said, a lot of these guns, the AR-15s, like this little 9mm right here behind me, we don't really need the stock to keep it steady. But we want the stock, and that's all that matters. It's not a bill of needs. It's a bill of rights. I got the right to have it. You know what I mean? And a pistol brace makes this thing look more complete. But anyway, she's still ready for action. I can't wait to test it out this weekend. Probably take the camera along so you guys can see after the fact. But yeah, I can't wait for it. I gotta put some rounds through this thing, man. Check it out. There we go. 300 blackout is coming along just nicely, guys. Coming along just nicely. Just saying. Optics are in. Optics are ready to be sighted correctly. Like I bore sighted it, but you know, you still want to go and put some rounds down range and make sure it's good to go. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's see. There we go. All right. So this is just in from Mr. Guns and Gear. I follow him on Twitter as well. Look at this. Bruh, it's a hurricane Idalia happening in Florida, but then we got a tornado in Goose Creek, South Carolina. Look at this. Turn that down for y'all. Good Lord, that was loud. Look at this shit. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Bruh, they working overtime, bro. They working overtime right now. Holy smokes, man. So you got a hurricane in South Carolina. Bruh. Like I said, they're gonna make one of these lockdowns stick, y'all. They're gonna make one of these lockdowns stick. The Outer Banks was crazy. I can believe it. I can believe it, man. This is nuts. Jesus. Look at this right here. Again from Mr. Guns and Gear. Is this all? No, it's not, but this is nuts. If we're just gonna scroll down the timeline for the night. Look at this. Mother Nature is undefeated, he says. Watch devastating footage of homes in Horseshoe Beach, Florida, going underwater within an hour during Hurricane Idalia. Look at this, man. Good Lord. Keep the sound off. Let me see. This is crazy. Look at this. I hope these people evacuated, you know, before all of this happened. I know some people, you know, they stand tall like I ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? But when you got like a shore shack like this, you gotta get out of there. You gotta get out of there. There's no way. There's no way. Let's see what else we got down the timeline, man. Somebody else put that here. Okay, get out of there. Jeez. By the way, y'all like my 80s soundtrack that's going on right now? This is my 80s soundtrack going on right now. It kind of fitting for what we're watching right now. Look at this. The trees are just snapped in half. Now, what did they say this category was? I heard it was a category 2. This shit don't look like no category 2. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. What y'all saying over here in the chat? Protocol said Outer Banks was, I guess you're saying Outer Banks was crazy. Montoya said, like you said, he pulling out all the stops. Hotep Alchemist, weather machine is in overdrive, bruh. What's up, Benna? He says, Coast people, what are your peeps for something like this? And do you have rain gear and waders? I would. First off, I would have a go bag. The minute I heard this shit was coming, I'd have had a go bag ready and I'd have been out of there. Apparently, this is happening on the east coast of Florida. I heard the west coast is okay, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. He says, bro, y'all couldn't scroll down my timeline on ET. Bro, this shit is crazy. Montoya says they flooded San Francisco during the rain and floods we had unheard of. Yeah, that was what, just last week. Category 4? Okay, that makes more sense now. Cause I thought they were saying it was supposed to be a category 2. Like this is crazy. And I feel bad for the people that couldn't get away or couldn't get out of there, right? There's going to be a lot of rescue efforts going on after the fact. But then the people that was able to get away, you know, are they going to be able to be made whole? And see, that I always say that, right? And the reason I say that is because we know that we've seen insurance companies and what they do, right? We've seen it from down in Louisiana when Katrina hit, right? A lot of them people, the insurance companies didn't pay them out. They didn't get any help. You know, back during the wildfires in California, a lot of people didn't get any help. A lot of those people didn't get any help. Insurance companies call it an act of God, and they don't got to cover it. You know what I mean? Like, this is sad. It's really sad. Like, you got to have hurricane insurance if the insurance company allows you to have hurricane insurance. Right? I remember when I bought my house, I was trying to get earthquake insurance, and it was like, yeah, we can give it to you, but you don't need it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, shit, give it to me. I think I still got it anyway, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even in an earthquake zone. You know what I mean? I'm not even in an earthquake zone, and I still got that shit. Cause you never know. I'm not in a flood zone. And I think I still got like flood insurance or something like that, or sewer. But I got something that like loophole me into give me my fucking money for my house if some shit like this happened. But a lot of people don't got that. A lot of people don't got that. So when this shit is over, they gotta figure out what the hell they gonna do. Imagine having a double wide or but I ain't gonna say a mobile home. You know what I mean? A modular home, right? You got a modular home, you got a double wide or whatever, and that shit just floating down the goddamn highway. And you got a mortgage on that. You got a mortgage, you got ground rent. You know what I mean? What do you do? A man gonna say, do you have squeegee boy insurance? Jeez Louise. Young Vader said it's El Nino. I forgot about El Nino. That's crazy. That's right. Yep. Thanks, Bennett. So the insurance companies, and wasn't that right before Hurricane Hillary hit? Like the insurance companies in California hauled ass out of there just before Hurricane Hillary hit? Like just before that shit hit? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. She said, get earthquake, get flood, get hurricane, get tsunami. The way shit looking right now with these crazy unprecedented storms and fires and stuff, it might be in your best interest to do so. Crazy part is like my car insurance just went up like almost $200 simply because they said like all of these claims that's coming in now they gotta make up for that shit. Why the fuck I gotta make up for that shit? I ain't had no accidents, but it's for shit like this. It's for shit like this right here we looking at right now. I wonder if people gonna be fishing afterwards. If they stuck, they better wrestle an alligator to eat it. Yeah, I did see it. I think I seen it on Fox News like earlier today where they were saying like the insurance companies they pulling away from Florida and all these other coastal cities and peninsulas and shit like that because of the claims. That's how you know insurance is a fucking scam. It's a scam. They'll pay for like fender benders and shit like that in cars and shit like that, but when you get to like $300,000-$400,000 homes, $500,000 homes, $1 million homes that get ravaged by like these storms and stuff like that, they're gonna haul ass. They're not gonna cover you. And what's gonna happen? The government or some rich person will come in and they're going to land grab. They're going to buy your shit for pennies on the dollar, and you have nothing. You have no recourse. You have no recourse. You got to do what you got to do. You got to sell your land because you can't afford to rebuild. This shit is sad, man. I told you, said insurance is a grift. Yeah, yo, car insurance is nuts, yo. I was pissed. I called like, ho. I ain't had no accidents or nothing. Why did my insurance go up like almost $200? It's because of everybody else. Because insurance companies can't keep up. There's too many claims coming in and they can't afford to pay them out, which is crazy. Which is crazy to me. Shit is crazy. What the hell is going on here? What you talking about, bro? What the hell is he talking about? Let's see what we talking about. This nigga is out here live on direct. Talking about he had to dodge a porta potty. Jesus. I'm sorry, I wouldn't be out there. Tyler Durden said it's Steve Irwin weather. Bruh, this shit is nuts, yo. Again in Gooseneck, South Carolina with the hurricane, lift the car up. Jeez. Justin, all state bridges have been cleared, including the Cedar Key Bridge. Let's hear what they're talking about. When was this, 4 hours ago?
The Cedar Key Bridge has officially been cleared by FDOT. And residents, first responders, and law enforcement can now pass. Residents should follow the guidance of the local emergency and law enforcement personnel in terms of any type of restrictions that may be on that, but the bridge has been cleared by the state. All state bridges at this point have also been cleared. The Cedar Key Bridge.
I bet people probably stuck on them bridges. They got to get them cars out the way. You need first responders and the rescue vehicles need to get in there. Bruh, my truck lifted, right? My truck 6.5-inch lift on 37s. My truck up there, and I don't know, some of these roads, I'm like, yo, my truck might have got swept away. My father's sitting on the air suspension. He can go another 3 inches or another foot above my truck, like another foot higher than my truck, and I don't know if his truck will make it through that. And our truck's set up for rescue. That's the crazy part. Bruh, like this is crazy. This is unprecedented, and they're not going to let the crisis like this go to waste, guys. They not. What is Nick DiPaolo doing? How Italians living down south are dealing with Hurricane Idalia. So he still got gas.
The power's out, but the wife wants bolognese. The wife gets bolognese. Well,
he got gas but no power. I heard that, so at least he can still eat. That's crazy, bro. They're not gonna let this go to waste. They're gonna. I mean, you already hear the climate change rhetoric. You already hear the global warming rhetoric. They ready to call Captain Planet out this bitch. You already see it. They're gonna keep doing this, guys. This is because of climate change, and we got to do something. We got to get the Green New Deal enacted now. We have to get the Green New Deal enacted now, guys. We can't afford to wait. We can't. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna see soon. We can't afford to wait, guys. We have to act now. Like we know that's coming, right? Right? You know that's coming. Insurance is definitely a real Kofi on tight subject, bro. Straight up. Alchemist said this election season is getting real wild, bruh. It's too much chaos, right? And we know they like to bring order through chaos. That's what they do, order through chaos. And what better way to do that with the weather than with the weather? This is how you bring in climate credits, guys. Right here. This is how you bring in your climate lockdowns. It's shit like this. This is some end time shit. This is some Revelations type shit right here. This is some Revelations type shit right here, guys. Look at this. Veda said, YV said, is Hawaii still a blue state? Bruh. I don't know. Y'all thought the Biden crime bill was bad. Wait till you see the Biden weather bill, bro. Exactly, bro. That's what I've been saying since day one, since I've been doing this, bro. They create the problem, then they create the solution to the problem that they just created. Order through chaos. Hegelian dialect, what they call it. Guys, we got to do something about the weather's getting crazy. All of these, like, anybody else notice that, like, the 80-degree weather that we had this summer just hit different? All right, usually 80 degrees, you're like, it's 80 degrees, but I'll be all right. You know what I mean? But now, like, this summer, that 80 degrees was knocking niggas out. What's up, Richard? Richard in a buns. I swear, it's a troll ass name. I love it. It says, was this storm created by the man? I don't know, bro. Somebody turn on the weather machine or something, bro. This shit is crazy. It's just too much of a coincidence that all of this shit is happening at once. That we had this crazy weather at once. Now, am I one of these people that don't believe in climate change? No, of course I believe in climate change. We got 4 seasons. Right? We got 4 seasons. Like, who doesn't believe in climate change? Right? I would even go as far as to say, yeah, there probably is some cycle of global warming. And the reason I say that is because I honestly believe that, you know, the earth has been going through some shit way before we got here. And it's probably her fucking cycle. It's like her purge. You feel me? Like, it's something that happens whether we're here or not. You got the climate activists like, we're the cancer and she's trying to get rid of us. Or it's just some shit that the earth do every so many million or 1,000 years or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's what I think. Is there climate change? Yes. But is it because the cows is farting and all that shit? No. I think that the earth goes through this shit every so often. That's just what I think. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can stop driving and all that other shit. I don't think it'll make a difference. You know what I mean? Hell, Pompeii. What happened? Pompeii still went the fuck under. What the fuck happened to Atlantis? That ain't here no more. All the other natural disasters in history, like, it's all, they didn't have, you know, fossil fuels and shit like that back then. Earth still did it. Earth still went through whatever it went through. That's just how I see it. Montoya said the earth goes through cycles, but when you have AI helping it it makes it more intentional. I agree. This shit right here, I just feel like it. So this shit right here, I feel like it's intentional. Jesus. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. That's a straight military Humvee. The dog said, yo, let me get up here real quick. I don't blame her. I'll be on that shit. Fuck that. They got anacondas and pythons and gators and shit in Florida. Put me on something. I'm be out there with a John boat like swamp people. Straight up. This is sad, man. I'm dead ass serious. That's the first thing I'll be worried about. For floods like this is the first thing I'll be worried about. Fucking alligators and pythons. Nope. Even if I didn't go fishing, I would just have a John boat on hand just in case some shit like this happened. Like, period. With a little troll motor on it. And some paddles just in case the troll motor fucking went out on me. Bobby said it's a Jubilee year too. That is true. I remember I think it was Jay and Jonah was talking about Jubilee year. How long till we get Kamala Harris telling us that a hurricane is like a really big thunderstorm? What this dude talking? Damn!
It's insane, bro. It's insane, bro. Yeah.
Hey, yo! Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that shit was some sheet metal or something with a fucking edge on it, like the door from that transformer or that utility box in the back? That shit would have took his head clean off. We'd have watched the decapitation in real time. Oh my gosh, yo. Wow! And the homeboy ain't even telling him, watch out.
It's insane, bro.
You see that?
It's insane.
What the fuck is that?
All over your face. It's crazy.
Subscribe for more insane foot. Okay, Jesus, everybody grifting. Exactly, yo. Exactly. That's some Final Destination shit. Yes, it definitely could have sliced his ass. We would have watched the decapitation in real time, guys. Jesus, look at this. St. John's River in Jacksonville, Florida. That's crazy. Bro, Mother Nature, bro, the weather, this ain't even Mother Nature. I'm sorry, guys, full kufi on tight. Like, Mother Nature, she'll do some shit. But all of these weather phenomena or these weather anomalies happening like within weeks of each other. I'm sorry, I can't get with it. I'm sorry, I can't. It's just got HARP. This got the weather machine, because you know they can make it rain at will, right? I know they can make it rain at will, right? I'll show you. Let me see where it is. Here it go, right here. Perfect. Yeah, here you go, right here. Check it out. Is this it? That's not it. Hold on. Here it is.
Installed was a huge loudspeaker, through which they played white noise to simulate the sound of a rocket.
Watch this shit.
They then sent a number of trucks in.
Oh, don't start with this buffering shit.
And you'll.
Oh God. Goddamn YouTube. Let me see if this one shows it.
Exactly what it wanted. Cemeteries. Because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead.
This it right here. Watch this shit.
No one stayed. And NASA ended up with exactly what it wanted. 125,000 acres of nothing.
Get that thumbs up on Rumble. Get the thumbs up on YouTube.
They even had to move 5 cemeteries because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead.
That's a cloud generator. That's a cloud generator.
Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And, as
And
it
that's
turns
NASA.
out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain.
Boom. It fucking start pouring.
I told you.
It's raining!
That's unbelievable.
I don't even know when they made this video. I know I saw this some years ago. I might have saw this probably maybe close to 15 years ago is when I saw that video. They can literally make it rain. So people always like, oh, they weather machines. You guys are tinfoil hat conspiracy. No, I just showed you that they literally got a weather machine. NASA literally can create clouds and make it rain. HAARP has been exposed. HAARP people, HAARP can actually create earthquakes. They tell you they're supposed to be able to test the ionosphere and all this other stuff, but it does much more than that. HAARP can pinpoint and send certain frequencies to certain spots. They said that when Japan and Haiti had their earthquakes, HAARP was on. There's people that live close to HAARP. When HAARP turns on, the sky, you can see these waves in the sky. And I did a report on HAARP back when I was in college. And I was in physics class and we had picked it. And the shit that I found out about HAARP is crazy. So not only can HAARP harden the ionosphere, right? So they could take HAARP and let's just say, I don't know, Russia shot a nuke at us, even though Russia has a HAARP as well, believe it or not. Let's just say North Korea shot a nuke at us. And that shit, was dropping back into the atmosphere. They can harden the ionosphere over a particular area where the nuke is coming down at, and they can essentially create a invisible fucking brick wall, and the nuke would just blow up because it would hit the hardened ionosphere. So it can do that. It's a missile deterrent, but it can also cause earthquakes because of the gigahertz, I think it is, the amount of gigahertz that it can send into the ground. So fracking, they said fracking only needs like a certain amount of like megahertz to do fracking, right? They said HAARP can send gigahertz into the ground, which can cause the fucking plates to shift and some more shit. It's been proven. They can cause earthquakes and tsunamis and all that shit with HAARP. So HAARP's also a weather machine as well. This shit is crazy. Oh, you been there? That's the engine test facility at Steins. Oh shit. Boris said he been there. Exactly, David. David said that's just an old janky cloud machine they let us see. Imagine what the new shit can do. Big facts, yo. Big facts. Big facts. But yeah, they got weather machines. So when people say, oh, you guys are just you just conspiracy theorists, no, they do. You can point that video's got to be 15 years old at least. Look how young Jeremy Clarkson was. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this nigga. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. That one guy just walking like, what are you doing? That's in Tampa. Damn. That's crazy. He just, some people out there trying to go viral. Fuck that. I wouldn't be playing in that water, bro. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I'm too afraid. I don't like snakes. I don't like fucking reptiles. I don't want no gators. Fuck that. So, can't figure out why it's so hard to get insurance in Florida. Before and after her, this is what we just watched earlier. So like I said, this is like these shore shacks, right? These are these shore shacks. They right there by the water. They like double wides, modular homes. Look at this shit. It says, can't figure out why it's so hard to get insurance in Florida. Like, that's crazy. Like, look at that. Some people would say that that great reset is happening. Just saying. The pirate hat is a nice touch. Is Elon in on it? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like I've said this, y'all heard me say this before. I don't know if he Lex Luthor or if he Tony Stark, bro. I swear I don't. I lived about 4 miles from there. That shit rocked my house when they tested an engine, LOL. It shakes the whole swamp. Yeah, I mean, in that video, if you watch the entire video, it said that people like fucking moved out because of that thing. And like, I guess they would just set that shit off so NASA could get that land. That was their version of eminent domain, I guess. Is that right? The hurricane nearly missed my family in Tallahassee. Minimum height at Grand Isle is Grand Isle, Louisiana, for new construction is now 50. Is it 15 feet above sea level? Is that what it is? 15 feet. Yeah, can't even talk. 15 feet above sea level. Bruh, I'm with you, Emmanuel. I don't know. CERN done bumped this, and now we on this new fucking timeline right now. I don't know what's going on, man. We definitely on another time. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. But like I said, I feel bad for the people that live there. Like, they got to be made whole again. And the government, I hope they don't do. I hope the look at that. Look at that. That's a. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd have grabbed that catfish. He'd have been ate tonight. Oh, it's a little catfish. Not mine. No, he's too small. I wouldn't fuck with him. The little catfish too small. Yeah, throw him in. Throw him back in the ocean. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, it made it almost look like a big. I thought it was a big ass catfish. David Bolton said Luther Stark. You think he lived long enough to see himself become the villain now? Lots of foundation rebuild for Louisiana, expensive, yeah. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. I really like. I remember when this happened in Texas, right? And I used to watch Demolition Ranch all the time. And when I found that channel, him and his brother, God rest his soul, I think his brother passed away. They took their jet skis down there and started getting people out of bad areas. So like, they took their jet skis down there where like boats and shit couldn't get to, and was getting people on the back of the jet skis to get them to the Coast Guard or get them to the military or FEMA or whoever it was that was trying to help get to the people, which I thought was really outstanding. But hopefully people can come together to help their fellow neighbor, because the government ain't gonna do it. Like, look how long it took for Joe Biden to even go to Hawaii. And then what did he give? He gave everybody in Hawaii $700. That's what they got. They got a $700 check. How shitty is that? Oh, I know about Bill Cooper. That was my first red pill. Bill Cooper was my first red pill. Let me tell you about this, right? And I think I've told this story before. I was in school. I was in a debate class, right? Or we called it a debate class, but it was called something else. I think it was called like composition or some dumb shit like that. It turned out to be like a debate class. So we were talking about conspiracies. And this one guy had my interest peaked. And he could tell because I was asking him questions. So when we went to lunch or whatever, he came to me like, yo, you really want to know how shit be? You really want to know where I get a lot of this shit from? He said, all right. He's like, it's an author by the name of Bill Cooper. He said, he predicted a lot of stuff, quote unquote, that's going to go down between, that's been going down between the 60s and, now, which this was back in 2009 or 2008 or something like that. He said, there's a book called Behold the Pale Horse. You need to find this book. He said, when you find the book, pay cash for the book. Don't park in the parking lot. Wear a hoodie. Don't sign up for no book clubs. You pay for the book, you get in, you go read it. I got it upstairs still. Well, I got another copy upstairs. I gave my first copy to my cousin. He said, you read the book, you put the book away, don't talk about it, but you can unlearn what you're going to learn. Now, this is 2008, 2009, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I started reading the book, and I'm like, okay, I can go and debunk the shit that he talking about if it's bullshit, right? Because I'm learning, but I'm still skeptical. I'm skeptical, but yet I'm trust the government. Skeptical yet trust the government, right? So I started reading the book, and then I'm like, okay, Mount Weather, Virginia. I type it in. Oh, it's a base. Okay, whatever. They ain't got no mountain base. Type that shit in Google. Well, I'll be goddamn. Mount Weather, Virginia is nothing but a fucking big ass mountain base. And even now, right? Because the book starts off about UFOs. He on a ship out in Vietnam or wherever the fuck he was at, and him and the other crew members see a craft fucking fly out of the ocean and then go back down and fly out again and go back down. They get back to wherever the port of call was, and nobody could lead a boat. Everybody had to one by one see whoever it was. Apparently he went in there and said, I ain't see shit. I don't know what they talking about. He read the room like, I ain't see shit. And then from then on out, he was getting all this shit coming across his desk, classified shit. And he put it all in that book, Behold a Pale Horse. And I lie to you not, to this day, you can go read that book right now, and it'll tell you about everything that's going down right now to this day. To this day, Quiet Weapons for Silent Wars is one of the chapters. Read that chapter. That shit happening right now. Happening right now. He said it was going to come a time, and I said this, I've quoted this a bunch of times. There's going to come a time where the people of the United States will be told that the greatest threat to the United States is the patriots, the people willing to fight for the Constitution. And then we start hearing about that shit. Exactly. Behind every red pill is a white man with good weed, Jesus. The number 6 with the $5 Rumble Rant, I appreciate you.
That motherfucker's definitely a diesel, ain't he?
Sorry, I need the wrong one, jeez. Sounds. There we go. I'll give you the Don DeMarco for that. Appreciate you.
Don DeMarco.
The IRS killed Bill Cooper. Yeah, so for people who don't know, back when that day in September happened, Bill Cooper came out on his radio show and said, I'm not sure quite, he wasn't quite sure what went down, but it wasn't Osama, is what he said. He said it wasn't Osama. November 21st or November 21st, November 5th, 2020 or 2001. He was no longer with us before he was supposed to be no longer with us. Story goes is that some guy was on his property. He went down there and met him with the strap. Get off my lawn. Turned out it was an IRS agent. Don't know why they sent an IRS agent out there to scope shit out. Later on that night, they came to arrest him on tax evasion. They come in his house in the middle of the night. Kind of sound familiar. Kind of sound like that story that we did a couple of weeks ago with the dude that I forgot where it was at. Where they sent the SWAT to his house to arrest him. A 75-year-old man that was threatening Biden. Anyway, so they go to his house at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Kick the door in to arrest him for tax evasion. He met them with the strap and they gunned him down. They gunned him down in his own house. That was the end of Bill Cooper. Right after he said what he said. Oh, let's not do that because that's going to get me copyrighted. Why is that even on here? Sorry, guys. Maybe we're going to start that over. Why is that even on here? Okay, there we go. But yeah, and that was into Bill Cooper. But I really, I advise everybody to get that book. I advise everybody to get Behold a Pale Horse. Like I said, after I read that book, I couldn't unlearn the shit that I learned. After that, I couldn't look at the world the same way I was looking at the world. My entire worldview changed after that. I questioned everything from that point on. That point on, I questioned it all. It was like I put on those They Live glasses, and that was it. So check it out, JR. Don't get the Audible book because it's missing chapters. The Audible book, and even if you find it on Amazon or YouTube or wherever to listen to, is missing chapters out of the book. Dead ass, right? When I went to go look for the book, I found it at Barnes & Noble, I think it was, right? I'm like, okay, it's either in fiction or nonfiction, right? Or even sci-fi, right? So I'm like, all right, fiction, nonfiction, or sci-fi. This shit was in the astrology section. They put the book in the astrology section to hide the book. I don't know why they didn't just take it off the shelves, but they hid the book in the astrology section. That's what the book was. I literally put a hoodie on, right? Tubi. What's this? What's up, Jonah? What's that? What's you just sent me, Jonah? But I put the hoodie on, I bought it, I paid cash, I went home and read it, I put the book away, I locked it away in the safe. Then 2016 hit, I started seeing things, right? I started seeing things that coincided with the book. A lot of these propaganda, these plays that was started to happen. Pulled the book out and start referencing it. Like, okay, where'd I hear that? What chapter was that? What chapter was that? Right? And then I gave away, so I'm on my third copy because I gave the first two away. I gave one to my cousin who he been passing that shit around. I gave it to a coworker who he been passing that shit around. I got a third copy. Yeah, I advise everybody to find the book. But after that, I couldn't unsee a lot of shit. He didn't like Alex Jones at all. Yeah, he was Alex Jones before Alex Jones, but he didn't like Alex Jones. I think he thought Alex Jones was controlled opposition. Now, I mean, I would like to think that he was wrong about Alex Jones. I don't know if he felt like that because he thought he was taking his shine. I don't know, but yeah, he didn't like Alex Jones. Yeah, I keep my ear to the ground. I know there's a couple of militias. I've been approached by a friend of mine who's like, "Yo, we need to squad up, bro. We need to squad up, you know, and you know, make sure shit sound if something go down." You know what I mean? It's just tough, right? Because you got to make sure you can, like, the guy that came to me, I can trust him, but you got to make sure that you with people you can trust, and nobody's going to stab you in the back. That's tough, especially when the going get tough. You know what I mean? And you got resources they don't got. You got to make sure you trust them people. Oh, is that what the video is, Jonah? I'll check it out. We might cut and go to Rumble for Rumble exclusive if that's the case. Where you at, JR? Montana, Wyoming, Washington, big time militias are preparing. Oof. I found a 1995 version. Is that a good one? I guess he wrote the book in 89. He wrote the book in 89, and I think they tried to kill him, or they sent him a warning. They sent him a warning shot. Shit crazy. Tyler said Alex is definitely a limited hangout. Thanks, Jonah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. That's another good point. That, you know, because you see what's going on, you see a lot of these operatives that's infiltrating these militias. You know what I mean? I want to fucking join one, and then they got, like, out of the say 30 people in the militia, 28 is informants, and next thing you know, my ass got to answer for some shit. That's another thing. That's why I said you got the people. If you're going to join one, or you're going to, you know, you got to make sure, or you start one, you got to be with people you can trust. For example, if I do join, like I say, if I do squad up, it's gonna be with motherfuckers I know Like I know. You know what I mean? That's how it's got to be. Anybody will stab you in the back when they put the right squeeze on them. That's true. Fuego said it was published in the early 90s. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he wrote it in 89, but it was published in like 90 or 91. Oh, so you're in this area. Like I said, yo, I think I found it. When I got it, I found it at Johns. It was like a Barnes and Noble, some shit by Johns Hopkins University. That's where I found that shit at. That was the second book. The first book I found at Owens Mills at the Barnes and Noble or at Pikesville. Thanks, Fuego. Yeah, exactly. It should be 500 plus pages. If it ain't 500 plus pages, then that shit been heavily edited, abridged, I guess you would say. These militias might be a bit patriot friendly. I don't know, but like I said, if I'm going to squad up, I'm going to squad up with people that I can trust, that I know like that I can vet. You know what I mean? Straight up. Then it says Amazon says 91. You might be able to find it on Amazon. You know what I mean? You might be. LOL. If they are wearing khakis and matching shirts with cool face rags, run. I think I might have seen this documentary you sent me, Jonah. I remember I watched one some years ago. Matter of fact, hold on, let me look at this real quick. What you sent me? I think I want to see. I think I've seen this.
Take the expense, mess, and hassle out of your bathroom renovation with Rankin Remodeling.
As soon as we picked what we liked, they put it into a virtual design. It looked like something out of a Mac.
Rankin Remodeling. Can I skip this ad? It's on Tubi of all places, though. Hour of Our Time, The Legacy of Bill Cooper. Hey, I think I seen this. I hope I ain't got to fuck it. One in the chat if y'all want to watch this Bill Cooper movie, documentary. It's an hour long. One in the chat if y'all want to watch this Bill Cooper documentary. It's called The Hour of Our Time. I'm pretty sure I watched this before. The Legacy of William Cooper. One in the chat if y'all want to watch this real quick. I think it's Hotep movie time. I think it should be Hotep movie time right now. Is that right? See, I've been seeing all that shit on Tubi, them fucking crazy ass movies they've been funding. Oh my goodness gracious. It looked like we about to go Rumble. We about to go Rumble exclusive, guys. So if you're over on YouTube and you want to join in, the link is in the description for Rumble. I'm gonna also put it in the chat, like I always do. Hopefully everybody on Rumble sticks around. It's a fun time when we do movie night. Boom, there we go. So just put it in the chat for Rumble. We got 47 over on Rumble. YouTube, make your way over to Rumble. We about to go The Hour of Our Time, The Legacy of Bill Cooper. But to watch this, I remember the ham. I remember his ham radio show. That's where he said what he said about Bin Laden. Strawberries. Oh, I may fall asleep. I might fall asleep too. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you rolling with me over on YouTube. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. If you want to donate to the channel, become a member, hit that join button or hit that subscribe button over on Rumble just beneath the chat. $ Cannon Hotep on YouTube, on $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Or Rumble Rant, Super Chats, always welcome. Every little bit helps, guys. Really appreciate it. 200 on eBay. They wildin'. I'll fucking Photoshop the book or photocopy those shit. That shit's crazy. Anyway. All right, that's it for YouTube. Stand for YouTube. We taking it to Rumble for a Rumble exclusive. Anyway, until next time, it's Ken Host us and be blessed. Stay strapped. Don't miss. We're praying for you, Florida. Hope you guys get made whole again. I'll holla at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take